Hello world. This is Fred. I am working on a long-awaited project, and I am like partway through it and thought this would be a fun thing to document, and so here I am documenting it. As some of you may or may not know, I have acquired 2 posters that bring me a lot of joy, and they're both kind of a lot on their own, and so I thought, wouldn't it be excellent, and also wouldn't it tone it down if I made a paper weaving combining the 2 posters. And so we are going to bear witness to the holy matrimony of Edward and, oh goodness, Edward and Justin, for perhaps the downstairs bathroom. And so I am currently cutting Edward into 1/2-inch strips horizontally. I have, I don't know, 14 inches left, so 28 more strips to go. And then I will cut Justin into vertical strips. And it has dawned on me that I do not readily have available a straight edge that is 36 inches long, which is roughly how long Justin is. And so I'm gonna have to scrounge around because it's like 9:30 p.m. and all the times I thought to myself, I should own a yardstick, it is all come down to this moment. And I still do not own a yardstick, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna continue with Edward. Okay, so here we are. I have finished cutting Edward into strips. It's giving, I don't know what it's giving. It's giving Shreddus vibes. And now I'm thinking about Justin. Here he is in all his glory with his skateboard. And two things. One, evidently, he is still curly, even though I laid him out flat and weighed him down for like 3 days. Did nothing. And I also need to cut vertical strips now. And my cutting mat and my ruler are only 2 feet long, and he is a whopping 34 inches long. And so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, because I feel, at first I was like, maybe I'm just gonna do 2 passes with my ruler, but it's just gonna be so annoying that he's so curvy-worvy still. He really doesn't want to fold the other way. Here, just do it a little bit. Ugh. But I feel like it would be less annoying if he was laying flat. I could just do 2 passes. But he really isn't. Okay, that's better actually. It's just kind of lumpy. It's fine. So I guess I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be so annoying. feel like maybe I should use scissors for this instead of the rotary cutter, and I should mark. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so this is where I've landed. I have regrouped, and I'm gonna draw the cut lines on Justin and just cut them out with scissors because I don't have a reliable 3-foot long straight edge, and it'll be much easier for me to like use my ruler to draw the lines than to use it to cut the lines. And I just almost ruined Edward using the rotary cutter, and so I think that scissors from this point on is the way to go. And then something I did, and I'm glad that I did, I ended up labeling all of the strips in the order in which I cut them so that I know the orientation and the order in which they need to go in the paper weaving. And I'm also gonna do that with Justin because all the strips are gonna be really curly and annoying. Okay, see you when I'm done with this. Okay, so I have finished drawing the cut lines on Justin, and it's probably almost 11:30, and I'm gonna call it a night. And I think tomorrow I might try to wake up early, go to the craft store, get a frame and maybe a poster board to assemble this, because I realized I feel like with paper weaving it becomes structurally sound after a certain point, but I think it's going to be a little bit annoying, especially when just starting, to not have it tethered to anything. So I think maybe I should get a poster, because I am ultimately going to frame it and whatnot, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling good about my decision to draw the lines and then cut with scissors. I think I would be having a different experience if I was just trying to go at it with my rotary cutter. Yeah, so all good decisions so far. No bad decisions. No bad decisions allowed. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed and see you tomorrow. We are back. It is now the next day, because life do be like that sometimes. And I just didn't get around to really working on this at all yesterday, because I value sleep over whatever this is. So I did acquire a poster frame for the finished project, and while I was at the craft store I was also looking for a poster board that I can assemble this paper weaving on, but it turns out that the largest readily available poster board that's not like a tri-fold is like 22 by like 28, which is not big enough, because this bad boy is going to be 22 3/8 by 34 when it's done, which is massive. And to think that Edward was 24 by 36 when this project began. Absolutely wild. So I have the appropriately sized frame, and I realize it comes with like the paper insert that has like the information about the frame on it, and I'm just gonna assemble the paper weaving on that sheet of paper, because I don't really need it to be extremely structurally sound, or like thick like poster board or cardstock. So yeah, I still need to cut out all of the strips of Justin, so I'm gonna do that now and hopefully get started on weaving tonight. It's like 7 o'clock. The night is young, and yeah, let's get to it. So here we are. I have cut out
all of the strips of Justin. And he's still pretty curly, that's why they're all laid out. But just so I didn't have to search through every piece when attaching them to the sheet of paper, they're roughly in numerical order. So I think now what I'm gonna do is tape each piece, and I'm basically gonna set up my warp. And it should be fine. I'm wondering if so this is obviously not a tutorial, and I did not watch or look up any tutorials because this seems like pretty self-explanatory to me. But I'm feeling a little bit like I should have just like cut strips but left them all attached at the very top of the poster so it could all move in one homogeneous piece. Not homogeneous, but one piece. But I didn't do that. So here we are. So we're about this far. I am really feeling like I should have left, I don't know, half an inch attached at the very top, so that I didn't have to go and reattach every single strip to this poster. But I wanted the collage to start at the very top, which is why I cut it all the way through. So we'll see how it goes. This is going relatively quickly, but it's just kind of tedious. As is every part of this process. Surely there are easier ways to do this. That is not what I'm doing. But that's okay. You live and you learn. That's kind of unsettling, but it is what it is. All of my vertical strips are now attached. It's looking a little spaghetti monster-esque. I haven't decided if I'm gonna tether the ends to the other side of the poster. I think I'm just gonna try to start weaving and see how it goes, and if it's too unruly, then I'll maybe tether them down with paper clips or something. A little bit less permanent than tape. But yeah, all right. Okay, I ended up getting very quickly tired of, I got exactly that far before I decided that Justin being curly was problematic. And so I have paper clipped him down. And I'm gonna call paper clips the unsung hero of this project because they're so easy to use. Yeah, okay, let's really get to it now. All right, so we are this far in. My back is wrecked and it's taking a lot more than I bargained for in terms of my mental fortitude. And so it's likely I'm not gonna finish this before my trip, but I'm gonna try to work on it some more, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to bed. That is a wrap for day 2 of this project. Your eyes were black the last time I saw you, and now they're like golden brown. Yeah, I know. It's the fluorescence. Okay, so I am pretty much done with Edward's face and also Justin's face, but that happened earlier on. It's looking interesting. Yeah. It's done. I really don't have much else to say now that we're at the end of this project. I think it speaks for itself.